Hi world. In today's update of bathroom rehab, and I know, right? I've been talking about this rehab now for forever. And yeah. So what caused the initial work to be delayed was that I ordered the wrong tub. When I purchased all the things, the desire was to get a soaking tub because I used to be a runner. No, I still am a runner. And I wanted a soaking tub because I live in what's called the penthouse, which means that I live on the third floor. And can you imagine running 26.2 miles, though? I'm not running that distance ever again. Well, not unless Biden forgive these 50K in student loans. Then I might come out of retirement and run my seventh and final marathon for a state that I already have, which is New York. But for the sake of it being my third world major, my seventh marathon, if he forgives, you guys heard it first, if he forgives 50K, I'll come out of retirement and run New York. Anyway, halves are my sweet spot. I still got a whole bunch more halves to run because I'm still chasing my run 50 by 50 goal. Okay, shiny bird, all of this. Needless to say, I wanted a soaking tub, okay? A tub that can fit this 5'9" in height body and just really just soak and just turn into a little chocolate covered raisin if I wanted to. So that was the goal. So I don't know what I was thinking, or I was probably distracted. I get distracted very easily. I don't know. Clearly not reading the fine print, but totally ordered the wrong tub when I ordered all my stuff. And so when the first plumbing appointment came and my contractor picked it up, he calls me Miss Ayana. He's Nigerian. I'm Nigerian in my head. At least. Anyway, he's like, Miss Ayana, this is a cast iron tub. And I'm like, okay, but cast iron tub up 3 flights of stairs is a whole nother beast in itself. So I was like, all right. But then after carefully looking at the tub, it was only the tub itself was only 14 inches, which means the actual soaking depth was just like 11. That's nobody's soaking tub. That's smaller than the one I had in there. So I was like, oh my God. So he didn't even bring it up the stairs. He returned it. And that was like last Friday. Was it last Friday? No, it was 2 Fridays. It was whatever Friday. It was the 26th of March. So yeah, because it was the day that they were supposed to install my shut off valve so I can actually shut off my water in my unit. Anyway, so that was on the 26th. So of course I had to return the tub to Home Depot, and then I went on a very careful hunt of finding an actual soaking tub where I wanted the tub to be like 18 inches, right? That will provide for at least about a 14-inch water depth. These are all things I've learned. Home Depot didn't really have that. Menards didn't have that. I found one at Lowe's, but it was kind of plastic, and I really wasn't trying to deal with plastic because it's cheap. I dropped like a bottle or something, I didn't want that. So that was like, thought I found one on Friday, that same Friday. It was the day of spring break. The day we started spring break, I was like, oh, I found it. But then after looking at the reviews, it wasn't what I wanted. So then I said, okay, we're not going to try these big box places like Home Depot, Lowe's, or Menards. So I kind of Googled local places to find tubs in Chicago. So I found one at this place. It's over on Lake in like Racine. Okay. what was weird was I couldn't see the tub, that they wouldn't even let me in the place. Well, they wouldn't let me. I guess the place was closed to customers, but you can talk to people, the I guess sales rep through the window or whatever. And so he showed me one, but I was like, something about me not even being able to see it, let alone sit in it. It just wasn't sitting well. So I called my contractor, and he was like, try this place over on 83rd off of the Dan Ryan studio. He didn't know the name of it, but it ended up being Studio 41. So I went there. This was Saturday. I ran a 5K, ran my chapter's virtual 5K. So I found a tub, saw my Sora. Shout out. She know who she is. Her and her husband was looking for a tub too. So they were super helpful. Super helpful. So I found one, got it priced, made sure it fit the demographics of, that it would need for my bathroom. And I was actually able to sit in it, and it was long enough. I was like, yes. It was $200 more than what the original one was. But hey, at this point, I want what I want. Okay? I want what I want, and I work hard, so I'm going to get what I want. So that was on Saturday. So this was after a week of being out, because they gutted everything the week prior. So I was staying with my best friend on the north side, and I've come to realize that me and the north side don't work. It's too many Karens. I'd rather deal with Pookie and Ray Ray to a certain extent, because me and Pookie and Ray Ray, we see each other. Okay? Anyway, that's another long story. But so this was a week at being at Constance's house. So I said, okay, let me call the Joneses, Mrs. Jones. Because the benefits of staying with Mrs. Jones, Mr. and Mrs. Jones, and good old Hannah Lee, who likes to make her way down to their guest room, was that I'm closer to my home, if something needed to happen, because there's a lot of things going on here in this home. I had to have someone come check out my furnace, then I had to have my association adjusters look at my ceiling. It's just a lot of stuff, I'm just trying to do big things, right? So anyway, I'm a house guest of Mr. and Mrs. Jones. We're on week 2. So last week was spring break, and this week, current week, I don't even know what days it is right now. Last week was there, and it worked out better because I stay close to the Joneses, so I can come here, peek at the work. So I got the new tub last Wednesday, because apparently nothing can begin until this tub is installed, right? So I was just like, Lord have mercy. So I even called the place, ended up getting the tub at Studio 41. And I was like, okay, I'm purchasing this tub. Can my contractor pick it up today? And he was like, yeah, he could. He has to pick it up from the warehouse, because the whole purpose was to make sure it was in stock. Now, in stock means a warehouse that's not where 83rd, off of 83rd in the Dan Ryan. It's on the northwest side, kind of like near my place, but whatever. So initially he told me he wasn't going to be able to do it. He, meaning my contractor, because he has other things. I know I'm that client who probably thinks I'm his only client. God is working me with patience. But he surprised me when he was able to. So when the tub got installed last Friday. Now, I purchased it on Wednesday. He picked it up on Thursday, because he thought the plumber would be here and could be here to install and do all of that. But the plumber kind of played him and said that he had another, I guess, everybody got clients, so he had another inspection, that he couldn't even do it until Friday. So this was Good Friday. But Good Friday was a Good Friday. The tub was actually installed. Praise Jehovah Jesus. So tub installed, Good Friday. Saturday and today, Easter Sunday, towel has been laid. He even extended the towel higher than what my towel originally was. And so it gives that spa type of feel that I have been wanting, okay? I will have been in this place for 15 years come this June. And Oh God, I've learned some lessons, some costly lessons, but grateful lessons nonetheless. So this is the last big project. My kitchen was done a few years ago in the bathroom. So I've been told the kitchen and bathrooms are ultimately what sells a place. I don't really have any plans on selling my place. Ultimately, when I do leave here, I'm just going to probably rent it out and have it as an investment property or whatever. But nonetheless, here we are on Resurrection Sunday. The towel has been laid. It's been high. It's laid higher than what the original towel was, so I'm super excited about that. The tub is obviously was installed. Towel on the floor has been installed. So, I'm talking to my contractor like, okay, what's next? What's next? What's next? Here I'm on week 2 at the Joneses and week 3 from not being at my place, other than what I'm here now. See, you guys recognize from pictures. I'm at my place, but I'm appreciative of all my friends and my Sora and her husband, extending their homes to me. But, there is nothing like being in your own place. So I'm like, okay, what's next? What's next? What's next? And so obviously that has to dry. Then he has to grout. I'm learning all these new words. And he has to grout. He has to, so he said he's going to grout. He won't, because he has to let the towel dry. So he won't be here tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm back at work. So he won't be here tomorrow, he says, but on Tuesday he will grout, and then he's going to paint. And he's doing some extra stuff that, like, I'm really appreciative of, in the sense of, like, when he's knocked everything off, he saw some things that were not done right, which is the story of my life with this unit. Things that weren't done right that I've had to redo to make sure that it's right. Anyway, so I'm appreciative that he's doing that, and that lets me know that he's good people, Anyway, so he's going to grout, then he's going to paint, and then he can install. And then he calls me Miss Ayana. It's really funny. He's like, Miss Ayana, you have expensive taste. And I'm in my Portia Williams voice like, who said that? Who said that? And I'm like, yeah, because you expensive. He's like, no. Do you see that fixture that you bought? And I'm like, huh? What fixture? It's just that I want my bathroom to represent, or for it to look like, I don't know, I just feel like, how you just work hard and you just like, you want your bathroom to be a reflection of your hard work. If you know me, if you're in my inner circle, or if you're like a friend that even pays attention to my posts, you know that this has been a long time coming. This whole place has been a long time coming. I have been talking about the rehab of my place for some years, going back like years ago, and then just finally having the resources to get it done over the most recent years. And this is the last big thing. The last thing I'm going to do here, and he will likely do this, is just repaint the whole thing, because my place hasn't been painted since my dear friend Keontae. Shout out to Keontae in Texas. When I purchased my place in June of 2006, let me tell you how good my friends are. Keontae literally spent the entire weekend. When I tell you the entire weekend, she painted every single room in my place. My 2 bedrooms, my living room, my dining room, my kitchen, my hallway, and my bathroom. Sis, I assisted, but she did the doggone thing, because I just don't like white walls. I never liked white walls. So it has not been painted in almost 15 years. I would coming across my 15th year. And so clearly it needs to be repainted again. The bathroom obviously is done, will be done. So that doesn't need to be. My kitchen was most recently done in 2018, I think it was. Well, 2019. So obviously that doesn't need to be done. So my 2 bedrooms do, my living room, my dining room, my hallway will need to be done. So that's like the next thing. But clearly I have a lot of pictures, because if you know me and you're my Facebook friend or Instagram friend, you know that I like pictures. I believe in pictures. So anyway, that will likely be summer project, fall, winter, I don't know. I just want to get from under the bathroom done, and then we can just tackle the rooms. But they have to be strategic because, I have like some things that my association needs to do with my with me being on the penthouse. So they got to work out my bedroom, my front bedroom, and my living room. But I'm gonna have him tackle the bathroom and my office, because for this whole year of remote learning, my office setup has really been in my dining room, and I've made it work. But why not use my second room, which sometimes serves as a guest room? My friends in college, Lynette, she calls it my multi-purpose room, because it's really everything. It has all my my dresses in it. It has clothes. I need to just really decompress. Not decompress, whatever that is. Declutter, give away, donate. That's going to probably be my summer job, my summer project, which is to donate and take all the things that's not necessary, and then try to figure out, I need to maximize the storage space in that room, because I know I'm not getting the bang for my buck. But that's going to be the summer. And then I'm going to have him repaint that room and my dining room. So anyway, we're approaching the 3rd week of being out of my home. Shout out to, again, all my friends. My friends are just, they're just so wonderful. They're housing me, right? But I'm super excited. I like the way it's feeling now. So now he has to gout, paint, and then install, and stop coming for my fixtures that I purchased. But I didn't really care if they were pricey. It's what I want. Who gonna check me, boo? Ha. So that's the update on this Resurrection Sunday. This is a long update. I don't know if I'll post it. I was thinking about it, but I don't know. Danae said, Ayana, you should blog this process and do and I was like, but it started way back in March, because if you live in a condo, you got to let them know. You got to make sure, you got to get all this stuff approved. You got to make sure that, your contractor, your plumber, your electrician, all of them are licensed, bonded, and insured. You got to show them on, the breakdown of the work that they're being, that you're going to have done in the unit. And at the time, I needed the water to be shut off for the whole building so that they can install the valves. And so I feel like this process has literally got started February, and here we are in April 4th, and we are. But he said we will be done by next Friday or Saturday, which is good. And then that will be done. And then I will probably need the rest of April and all of May to wrap my head around, and maybe some of June. But I know that that's going to be my summer project, is to declutter, donate, and just really clean out that multi-purpose room so I can have it look, but the way I want it to look. So that's my update on this Resurrection Sunday, of which I'm thankful that he left the 99 to rescue me. Who is me? Me. I need rescue. Shout out to Jesus. He rose. So yeah, this can be a long video, but it really, you talk about one of my favorite sermons that my pastor preaches. And I know, right? I've been talking on this thing for 20 minutes, but whatever. It's a pandemic. What else y'all doing? Y'all probably getting prepared for Earth, Wind, and Fire, and the Isley Brothers. Who y'all got? I think I got not the Isley Brothers, Earth, Wind, and Fire, and not the Elements. But nonetheless, I digress. Shiny birds. But no, one of my favorite sermons that Pastor Hannah preached, or series, where he talks about, it's the long route, where I feel like that's the story of my life. Nothing in my life has ever been easy, or I've gotten just like that. or the first time or the second time or the third time. It has always been the long route where it's been met with no's flat out, or just a whole bunch of just, I won't say unnecessary stuff, because all things, you hear me? All things work for the good for those who love the Lord, who are called into his purpose. Shout out to Jesus, okay? But I feel like the story of my life as it returns to my career, my home, me even purchasing this home, doing what I've done, just anything that's of significance that has happened, not necessarily materialistic, right? All those things, it has been God taking me on the long route where I have stumbled and fallen and fell flat on my face. I'll take myself in. But those long routes have, they've been worth it, and I'm appreciative of them, you know? All the blood, sweat, and tears. Y'all know I'm a tear. I'm surprised I'm not crying. But all those things have made me appreciate the sovereignty of God. And when he finally, not when he finally, but when it is in his divine will, it just happens, you know? And I don't remember what year that was. I don't know if I was moonlighting at New Life or if I had become a member, because I was moonlighting for a while before I officially joined. But I think this was when I joined. But Pastor Hannah preached a sermon called "When God Takes You on a Long Route." I'm going to find it. But it was just, it lets you know that, you know, things will happen, that God sees you, he hears you. And, you know, above all, he's sovereign. So, yeah, this has turned into a 22-minute video. I don't even know if it could be posted on the story. What will likely have to happen is maybe I'll upload it to like my YouTube thing and then do that way, if y'all want to listen to this 22 minutes of me ranting. But I think what I'm about to do, I think I'm about to get ready to go. I like to come here and just be in my space, but for a moment, you know, gather my clothes, work clothes, right? For work that begins tomorrow. And yeah, and hopefully when it's all said and done, I'll show it, because I'm really proud of it. This is like, when you look at some stuff, you'd be like, it's not that it's me, like that's all me, or it's even my contract to be like, that ain't nothing but Jesus. And so maybe that's just the moral of the story. When you be looking, just all the glory just need to go to, that's just Jesus. Like, that is really God. He just be showing out. And I think that helps me. My lips dry. Let me drink some more water. I promise you, this is going to be a bomb twist out tomorrow under here. But right now, I'm looking like typical black girl with twists in her hair. But no, it's just when you look at things and when they finally come to pass, it's just a reflection of Jesus and how much he loves me. That'll preach all by itself. Anyway, I'm not a preacher. Happy Resurrection Day. I have enjoyed all the little pictures. I always enjoy the pictures of the kids. You guys are cute. Your families are wonderful. I hope you all are well. And yeah, this is bathroom renovation update, April 4th, 2021.